And let's roll on down to our mat and our bolster. And let's start our breathing and make sure that your head can just press down. So maybe you need a pillow. And let's start some deep breaths, rolling the shoulders down. And really slow breaths. And with your eyes closed, notice what's releasing in your body. And let's gently bring the arms out and up over the head and do some angel arms and feel the stretching and lengthening everywhere. And notice where any tightness is, and if it's too much, just bend the arms just a little bit to make it slightly easier. And let's do 2 more angel arms. Big breath in and out. And let's put our hands on our face. And we're going to gently massage. So as the head presses into the bolster or your pillow, open your jaw slightly and make some circles on your facial muscles. And just see how this feels, going all the way around, maybe under the ears, taking the thumbs on the jawline. And see about taking the thumbs underneath the eyebrows on that ridge. And just slowly going down there and finding any tense or tight places. And I always find if you put the 2 thumbs together right at the top of the nose, right in that ridge, and lift up a little bit, it feels really good for the sinuses. So it's kind of like acupressure. Let's take a little bit more time to continue and work on the facial muscles. Taking those deep inhales and exhales. And then take your hands behind the neck, so there should be a little space in here so you could get your fingers in there. And just feel as, the neck goes up into the head, just take your fingers in there and massage. The base of the skull. And whenever you're ready, we're just going to bring the arms down again and feel. Take a few more breaths. Notice any tingling. And let's take 5 slow breaths. And now we're going to turn to the right onto our right side. And let's continue with our arm circles with the left arm, bending the arm and opening the chest as we breathe. We're going to do one more big circle, and we're going to hold our arm open so we can feel that gentle opening in the pectoral muscles across the chest. And a few more breaths. And let's bring the arm back around and do our spinal twist facing the bolster. And let's keep reaching forward and taking 5 slow breaths. And then we're going to press ourselves up and twist a little bit more to the right, looking down so we can stretch through the upper back. And now let's turn to the other side, left hip, and let's continue. So systematically opening our body with the right arm circles. And let's do a couple more big circles, breathing and lengthening. And again, we're going to hold the arm open to lengthen, stretch, and breathe. And 2 more breaths. And let's bring the arm back around, and we're going to do our twist, facing the bolster, tucking it in and breathing. Let's keep lengthening the arms, and we're going to take 5 slow breaths. And now we're going to bring our hands back so we can press ourselves up and twist to the left a little bit more and breathe. And then let's slowly come on up, and we're going to come forward and do our straddle, but we're going to put the bolster so that our head can really press down here. So however you could do it, we want the head to press into the bolster. So we're going to release tension in the neck, and you might have to adjust the bolster. You want the forehead to press in, and just feel the weight pressing into your bolster. And as your body opens, you might have to adjust the bolster. And let's take 5 slow breaths. And then we're going to sit back up and just first of all feel the spine lengthening. We're going to put our hands by the hips and gently look up, lengthening the spine. And we're going to sit back and just straight ahead, hands on the bolster, and take 3 breaths. Just notice, closing your eyes, feeling the jaw release tension. And then let's twist to the right. We're going really slowly to feel. And then slowly twisting to the left. We're going to come back to the center. And easy does it. We're going to take the right ear toward the right shoulder. Just initially to feel. And then the left ear toward the left shoulder. And we're coming back to the center. So we're going to put our bolster on the right side. So we're going to do that again. So I don't know how you really want the bolster, but I'm going to put my arm on the bolster and take the right ear toward the right shoulder. It kind of depends on so many things here. We're just letting it happen. Eventually, you know, your head kind of goes over there, or almost, just to feel the stretch. And we're working with the weight of the head to release the tension in the upper back and shoulders. Now let's come back up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going slowly, so I don't want anybody to get dizzy. So we're leaning the left ear toward the left shoulder, however you want to adjust yourself, and keeping the right shoulder down. You know, it wants to pop up. So just be gentle. And we're going to come back up. So we're noticing how much our head weighs, such a good thing. Let's take just the chin toward the chest. And then when it's down there toward the chest, we're going to take it over to the right a little bit, like a pendulum clock. Over to the left, easy does it. Just stretching it out just a little bit, back to the center. Now we're going to lift the head back up to neutral, and then hands again by the hips and looking up, stretching the whole spine. And now let's do our forward fold again. So we're going to put our bolster in front of us wherever it's comfortable so the forehead can press down. And so as the forehead presses down, notice how the jaw relaxes. And let's take 3 more breaths. And now we're going to press ourselves up. And let's get ready for our back bend. So we're going to take our bolster behind our back and right behind the hips horizontally, and use our block for our head. So we're opening up the chest now, head on our block, wherever it's comfortable. And now we're going to feel how the jaw is here. So just let the head press down into the block and feel the jaw. So if you want to, you could take your hands again and massage the jaw. Wherever you're feeling tension, we're just helping it leave. And just continue and take a few more breaths, stretch the arms out or keep massaging, whatever feels good. And we're going into those longer exhales. So now we're going to see about opening and closing our mouth gently. Maybe try a little bit bigger. And just relax even more. We're going to feel our belly area now. As the breath comes in there, we're feeling it like a big sun, full of energy and vitality. And with each inhale, this energy is coming into our body, into the inner organs, and into every cell for good health. Feel it. And as you feel it, it changes your whole being. You feel that now the sunlight, this shining energy is all throughout your body. Feel it. Feel it lengthening across your chest, the arms wide and open. And let's take 5 slow breaths, feeling this energy. Notice what's happening in your body as you feel this energy all the way up through the legs, the chest, the head, the fingers and arms. Feel this beautiful sun embracing. And we're going to continue as we roll or turn a little bit to the right and bring the left arm over our head to stretch the whole side. Our head is still on the block. And now feel that inner movement in your body. Wherever your body wants to go, just follow. Open and breathe. So we're less about our body, the physical form, but more about the energy that's coming into our body. Allow it to happen. And we're softening and breathing wherever you are. And let's take a few more breaths. And when you're ready, Whenever you're ready, just roll to the other side. So we're going to continue and take our right arm over the head. And these are places in our body that normally don't get this kind of attention. So we can breathe more fully. And we all have patterns in how we hold the tension in our body. Most of the time, it's just unconscious. So we don't even have to name it. We're just letting it move through on its own. Softening the facial muscles, softening the arm and the chest, all the way down through the hip and the leg. And with each breath, we're listening to our body as it brings that energy through and helps us to release. And let's take a couple more slow breaths. And we're going to softly bring the arm back around so that we can gently press ourselves up and move that block out of the way. So we're going to use the block in front of us and sit crisscross applesauce. So our bolster is behind us. But if it's not enough, you could move the bolster in front of you. I'm going to put the block in front of me so that I can lengthen forward and put my forehead on the block. And soften and breathe. Again, letting the head press down. So if this isn't good and you need the bolster, feel free to use the bolster. And let's take 5 slow breaths. And we're softening our jaw. We're going to use our hands and slowly press ourselves up. First of all, just feeling as you sit upright. Hopefully, your spine feels longer. Maybe you feel that sense of lightness in your body. Let's put our right hand down and then reach our left arm over softly. So again, the head is just falling over to the right. If you need support, you can hold your head or just let it hang. And let's slowly, slowly go over to the other side. Left hand down, right arm over. And then we're going to come back up to the center. twist to the right. See if you look down a little bit what happens to that trapezius area. And now let's try it over to the left. We're gently twisting to the left. And just let your head look down a little bit. You feel that stretch and breathe. And we're going to come to the center. Take the block out of the way there. And let's straighten our legs out on the mat. We're going to try, before we come on our back, let's try a forward fold. So again, the bolster on the legs, and just softly breathe here. Forehead comes down again. And we're focusing the breath in the ribs so they're evenly opening and closing. And now we're filling the whole spine, the whole back with breath. And take 5 slow breaths. And we're going to come on up. Just sit for a couple of breaths, feel the difference. Feel that sense of lightness in your spine. The breath is kind of a natural tranquilizer. So we're going to come on to our back, move the bolster out of the way, and let's bend our legs and roll down. First of all, just placing the spine down and feeling and breathing. Notice the head now, the jaw. Let's slowly turn the head over to the right just a little bit. With the eyes closed if you can, and just feel. And then roll the head over to the left. So the head is pressing down onto your mat. We're coming back to the center. Now we're going to lift the right knee in toward the chest and put the foot down, and then the left. And do a few of these so we're really stretching the spine. And do this with your breath, exhaling as the knee comes in, inhaling, foot comes down. And one more time to each leg. Now, both feet are down. We're going to slowly take that pelvic tilt in, lifting and rolling the chest or the whole hip up, and slowly rolling down. And we're going to do a few of these, starting with the pelvic floor so that navel comes into the spine, slowly rolling up. So we're really using the legs, the hips, the glutes, and slowly, slowly rolling down. Let's do one more. And we're going to keep our hips up, pressing our feet down. And find that bolster and let's put it underneath the hips. So it's comfortable when you're putting the hips back down. And let's lift the right leg up, straighten it out, and bend, put the foot down, and then the left. So we're kind of doing the same thing. This time we're going to lengthen the back of the legs, straightening, putting the foot down. One more time to each leg. And then we're going to lift both legs up and point and flex the feet. Let's make circles with our feet and circle in the opposite direction. Open and close the legs. So flexing the feet, let's get the inner legs here. Pressing the hips down just a few more times. Last one. And now just closing the eyes, legs are up, and feel and breathe. Our palms are facing up. Feel any sensations in your legs and feet. We're draining energy. You might feel pulsations in there. We're just observing. Our chin is slightly tucked, so the back of the neck is lengthening. And again, we're feeling this energy just like we did before that comes into the belly with our breath. That beautiful sparkling golden light, like the sun. Visualizing that beautiful light entering every cell of your body. And it's spreading out throughout your shape, the shape of your body. Notice it as it reaches your palms and your fingers. This light everywhere in your body for good health and harmony. This light is always around us. And we're centering ourselves within this light. Feel it. Allow it to embrace you. And with each exhale, we're allowing any energy that doesn't serve us to go. By doing this, we're raising our vibrations. to vibrate with this new energy and vitality. Feel the soft inhales and soft exhales. Notice if the breath now can lengthen a little bit more. Maybe you're feeling the space between each breath. And let's take 3 super slow breaths with the intention of good health. Filling each cell and molecule with vitality. At the same time, we're giving thanks for this energy that exists all around us. Let's gently bend the legs and put our feet back down on the mat and just softly breathe. We're going to lift our hips up and move the bolster so our back is on the floor, but the bolster's underneath the legs, the back of the legs. And let's continue to breathe, feeling the openness in our chest. Giving thanks for your heartbeats and the breath. We're going to slowly roll to the side. And let's come on up, and we're going to sit on our bolster. And let's do our pretzel pose here to help the hips. So we're going to take our right leg in front. We're sitting on the left side of the bolster. Left leg behind you if you can, and twist to the right. We're going to just let that hip lift up so we can reach forward and breathe. And then let's walk our arms forward. We're hinging from our hips and breathing. And then we're going to come back up. And let's do our pretzel on the other side. So we're going to scoot over to the right side of our bolster, left leg in front, right leg behind. Twist to the left, kind of like a dance. Let the hip come up and breathe. Lengthen. Let's walk our arms forward, hinging from the hips, and breathe. And let's slowly come on up. And we're going to put our feet down so we can reach through the legs and just let the head fall here and breathe. And let's slowly come on up. And we're going to try our crisscross applesauce. Just cross your legs comfortably. And let's twist to the right, feeling that openness. Twist to the left. And we're going to come to the center, right hand down, left arm over. See the difference in your side. And let's go to the other side, left hand down, right arm over. And then back to the center. We're going to reach the arms up and look up. And then arms out and down and look down. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, reaching up. This time, we're going to twinkle, 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 little star our fingers. So kind of move your fingers here, wake them up. And then we're going to fold forward. Just take a couple of breaths here. And then we're going to sit back, hands to our heart, and take a breath, rolling the shoulders down. We're wishing our whole world peace, our homes and families and communities peace, and feeling that peace in our heart. Let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you for coming. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Marion. That was wonderful.
Thank you. Have a good one, you two. Bye.
Bye.